What if I told you that growing long hair is not as difficult a goal to achieve as it is made out to be? In fact, growing your hair is actually the easy part, because once you're alive and healthy, your body does that work for you. The hard part that we're often struggling with is retaining what we have grown. So therefore, our problem is not how to grow our hair, but how to retain what we have grown. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some key tips on how to retain length, and I urge you to stick around to the end of this video because you wouldn't want to miss any of these tips. In a typical length retention video, you would have gotten a list of do's and don'ts that quite frankly don't pinpoint the actual problem as to why you are having difficulty retaining length. But in this video, I'll be jumping straight to the point. I will be addressing the exact problem as to why you are finding it difficult to retain length. So ladies and gents, brace yourself for this invaluable information. It is not an hidden fact that our hair grows from our scalp. But did you know that we retain length at the ends of our hair? If you didn't, then now you know. When it comes down to length retention, our main focus should be on our ends, making sure that they are well taken care of and they're given the care and attention that they need to be and stay healthy. But because we're always so focused on growing our hair instead of how to retain what we have grown, I think we don't pay as much attention to our ends as we should. This is a problem because when we're neglecting our ends, it's easier for them to become starved of moisture, which makes them dry, prone to knots, and easy to break off. If we want to get serious about achieving length goals, we have to be serious about taking care of our ends. I know you might have heard this before, but the ends of our hair are the oldest. They're our delicate old ladies. If anyone can get you locked up for making mistakes, it's your ends. They were there when you didn't know much about your hair and you detangled roughly, skipped wash days, slacked off in moisturizing, didn't protect your hair at night. I know you get the point. They have been with us through trials and tribulations, fires and floods. And the stress of manipulation only adds fuel to fire by making them weaker year after year. Apart from genetics, this might be the cause to why it feels like your hair is growing at a faster rate in the first few years of your hair journey. Slows down, then seems like it's not growing at all. It's still growing, but your ends are worn out and weaker, which makes them easier to break off and makes it harder to retain length. With all that said, I know by now you know that your ends are the actual problem as to why you're finding it difficult to retain length. That out the way, let's get into how you can take the best care of your ends so that you can retain length. The first tip is never allow your ends to dry out, because when they dry out, they will break off. The second tip is do not twist or plait your ends out. Instead, just twirl the last inch of your hair and add some shea butter to it. The shea butter is very thick and has some amount of slip, so it will keep it coated and stretched for a few days. This will prevent your ends from knotting and breaking when you're unraveling your twist. The third tip is to dust your ends from time to time to get rid of single strand knots and damaged ends. Single strand knots are little nuisances that will make detangling more difficult than it should be by causing your ends to knot faster, snag, and potentially break off. If you would like to see how I dust my ends, I will leave a video in the description box so you can check that video out when you're finished watching this one. The fourth tip is give your ends time to rest. As said before, the stress of manipulation makes your ends weaker year after year. So cut down on detangling too often and too much. And try doing a protective style that works for your hair, which will give your ends a break from combing and styling. In addition to giving them a break, try to keep them off your clothes and cotton surfaces like your pillowcases and bed sheets that could potentially dry them out and cause breakage. Avoid using elastic bands and accessories with sharp or chipped surfaces that could cause your ends to stuck in and onto them, resulting in ripping and tearing. Finally, whenever you are sectioning your hair, ensure not to yank your hair apart in case your ends are tangled, because this could cause serious breakage and damage. Be intentionally slow and gentle, keeping in mind that your hair is delicate and your ends are most fragile. We have come to the end of this video, guys. I hope you have learned a lot and you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and please subscribe.